Hi everybody, it's time for Books with Karin again, and today is a special day because today is the 120th anniversary of Bram Stoker's published Dracula. So I thought I would give you 3 new books today to read, and they're all about vampires. The very first one, of course, is Dracula, the quintessential book that was, this is the 120th anniversary, so just imagine all of the folklore we've had is based on this book. So let me read you, if you have not ever read it. Dracula is an 1897 Gothic horror novel by Irish author Bram Stoker. I'm sorry, I don't feel the best. I didn't sleep well last night, and it's a bit itchy, so I don't know if it's the Michigan weather thing or what. But anyway, we're going to persevere because this is an important day. Famous for introducing the characters of the vampire Count Dracula, the novel tells the story of Dracula's attempt to move from Transylvania to England so he may find new blood and spread undead curse. And the battle between Dracula and a small group of men and women led by Professor Abraham Van Helsing. It's like there's a breeze in here or something. You have all heard of Van Helsing and from the movies, if not the books, so I highly recommend that you read this book. It's free on RB Digital and iCloud, and there's lots of copies available if you want to do that. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Carrying on here, because I'm really starting to feel a little woozy. Carrying on today, the second book we have is Dracula by Darcy Stoker and Jd Barker. So Darcy Stoker is the great-grandnephew of Bram Stoker. This is a prequel to Dracula, inspired by notes and texts left behind by the author of the classic novel Dracula, is a supernatural thriller that reveals not only Dracula's true origins, but Bram Stoker's, and it's a tale of an enigmatic woman who connects them. So this is a little bit different. It's told from a different perspective. It is 1868, and a 21-year-old Bram Stoker waits in a desolate tower to face an indescribable evil. Armed only with crucifixes, holy water, and a rifle, he prays to survive a single night, the longest of his life. Desperate to record what he has witnessed, Bram scribbles down the events that led him here. Library Journal called this a strong pick for fans and classic Gothic tales such as Dracula, but also a good one for anyone who appreciates gripping historical novels. I have read this. It was really a great pick, and it really is about how Bram, as a very young child, becomes Dracula. It's meaty, but it's filled with really lots of great historical details, and especially the gripping scene where he is trying to fight off somebody at the door that is interspersed throughout the book. So this is a fairly new book. It's about a year old, so you will be able to find it in several places, or you can put a hold on it when we open again. That is the second book. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling a little shaky, but we're going to keep going because this is, after all, the 120th anniversary. So, the last book. The last book is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, and this is by Grady Hendrix. This is more of, it's a brand new publication. This is more of a fun read about vampires. It's sort of like the Sookie Stackhouse series, sort of like True Blood. I loved that series. And it's about a group of women who actually have to take care of a vampire. So instead of reading a blurb, I'm going to read you the author's note because I think this was very fascinating to me. When I was a kid, I didn't take my mom seriously. She was a housewife who was in a book club, and she and her friends were always running errands, driving carpool, and forcing us to follow the rules that didn't make sense. They just seemed like a bunch of lightweights. Today, I realize how many things they were dealing with that I was totally unaware of. They took the hit so we could skate by obliviously, because that's the deal. As a parent, you endure pain so your kids and children don't have to. This book is also about vampires. They're that iconic American archetype of the rambling man wearing denim, wandering from town to town with no past and no ties. Think of Jack Kerouac. Think of Shane. Think of Woody Guthrie. Think of Ted Bundy. Because vampires are the original serial killers, stripped of everything that makes us human. They have no friends, no family, no roots, no children. All they have is hunger. They eat and eat, but they'll never full. They are never full. With this book, I wanted to pit a man freed from all responsibility but his appetites against women whose lives are shaped by their endless responsibilities. I wanted to pit Dracula against my mom. As you'll see, it's not a fair fight. So those are the 3 books that I want to recommend. And happy Dracula Day. This issue is driving me crazy. What is going on? Can you see that?